Hey there, CJ Math students, and welcome to the transition week lesson that I'm teaching here for 6th graders. So in 7th grade, we do a lot of notes in math by video and Edpuzzle, where you'll copy down exactly what I do on the paper, but then the video will pause and we'll ask you a question that I haven't done to make sure that you're paying attention. Please feel free to rewind multiple times if necessary and listen carefully to what I'm saying so that you can get those questions right. In 7th grade, they are for a grade. So we'll start off with a couple of easy definitions. A discount can be called, it's a percentage subtracted from the original price. Whereas the taxes are the exact opposite. It's a percentage added to the original price. So today we're going to be talking about kind of discounts and taxes, and actually trying to compare the average teacher's salary and the taxes they pay to LeBron James's $23 million salary. So the average teacher in the U.S. earns about $45,000 per year. Not bad. LeBron James earns $23 million per year from the Cleveland Cavaliers. If they were both paid every 2 weeks, what do their pre-tax checks look like? So before they have to give anything to the government to help things run, like the roads and schools and all that stuff, what do their checks look like? So how would we figure that out? Well, if they're paid every 2 weeks, we could say, hey, I know that there are 52 weeks in a year, and if I took that, if I just took 45,000 divided by 52, that would be my weekly salary. But if I want my bi-weekly salary, or every 2 weeks, I'd say, all right, well, how many 2-week chunks are there? I'll do 52 divided by 2, and there are 26. So 26 pay periods for teachers and LeBron James if they're making checks every 2 weeks. So we'll say, all right, we'll take the teacher's salary of 45,000 and divide it by the number of 2-week chunks. Pay periods, 26, and so on average, teacher makes about 1,730.77, right? 1,730.77. Why don't you try and figure out how much LeBron makes per week? All right, so now that we've figured that out, and we found out that LeBron makes $884,615.38. Let's try and break it down by day, hour, and minute. All right, so I'm going to do the teacher, and then I'm going to let you do LeBron. So for a teacher, to figure out how much they make a day, you can take their yearly salary, $45,000, and divide it by how many days there are, 365 days, right, in a year. And so per day, a teacher makes about $123.29. Figure out what LeBron makes in a day. So hopefully by now you figured out that LeBron is $63,013.70, which is more. He makes more in a day than a teacher does in an entire year. Let's do the hours. So what we could do is we could take the daily salary, which is $123.29, and divide that by how many hours there are in a day. So divide by 24. So per hour, the average teacher makes $5.14. And then I could do the same thing with minutes, right? I could take the hour salary and $5.14 and divide it by how many minutes there are in an hour, which is 60. And so per minute, the average teacher is making it about 9 cents. Okay, let's take a look at LeBron. So hopefully you broke down his daily salary of $63,013.70 and divided it by 24. And per hour, LeBron's going to make $2,625.57. And then you can take his hourly salary of $2,625.57 and divide that by 60 for the minutes. And he makes $43.76 per minute. It's pretty good, all right? So let's take a look at this Honda Civic. How long would a teacher and LeBron have to work to afford this car? And then how long will they have to work to afford a Maybach Exelero? Now, a Maybach costs $8 million, just for your information, whereas the Honda Civic costs $20,815. So you could break this down in a whole bunch of different ways. If you wanted to do it how many days, you could just take the daily rate for a teacher and divide it by the price. So for a teacher to do $2,815 on a Honda Civic, paying out at $123.29, it would take them 169 days, right? So this is a teacher. Now for LeBron, to spend $20,815, and where he makes $63,013.70, it would take him 0.33 days, so not even a full day, to afford that Honda Civic. Now let's do the same thing with the Maybach. So for $8 million, that's 6 zeros, and $123.29, it would take the teacher about 64,888 days, or if I divided that by 365, I could tell you it would take me 177 years to afford a Maybach, whereas LeBron, it would take him, let's see, we'll do his daily salary of $63,013.70, take him 126.9 days, so almost 127 days for him to afford that Maybach. That's the end of part 1.